There's a lot, I mean, so many people told me, that I think about arts and all this stuff. I had no idea people knew that about me once I was young. I didn't think that was a part of it. So, taking that into account now in my life, there's so many things I need to do differently. There's so many people to stay in touch with. There's so many, I just didn't know. There's things I didn't know. But the songs, music was always there. And now these people are friends with me on Facebook. They remember all this music. And all these songs have been with me all these years, all this time. That's what it boiled down to. I didn't know all this until I was later in my years, 13, 14 years old, I counted. However, he now resents that, okay? Now, he was supposed to be the strong one. You know, I understand all of his feelings because there's so much backward stuff around this male-female thing and all this stuff, and you're supposed to be this way and you're supposed to be that way and all this stuff. Well, we grew up with all that stuff. So, there's a lot of confusion. Of course there is. But then when it comes down to it, the strength is within, and that's what I had the most of, inner strength. His is more outside. He's more, and that's where we were different. I didn't understand until much later, and now in our lives. Now I get it. Now I understand why he was upset. Because he feels that he was supposed to be that strength as a male. And I think that's really sad that we have that in our society, or today in our society, in our modern day consciousness. I'm not sure where all this is leading. I had no plan for this. So, what I do understand though is that the performance part of it, this is a major part of it, the story that I'm telling you of our life. This performance is allowing me to share who I am and where I came from and who I'm becoming with you now. And so, whatever comes out of it, like what just happened, is all meant to be, and it's meant for you, because you're here, okay? And I appreciate you being here, and that I get to share it with you. How's that? All right? So now I'm going to start singing. Stop talking. Leading to singing for people. Now, I decided that, well, that was a little factor, you should know. 7 years old, I wanted to be the first black female country singer, and because there weren't any women, and there were a lot of solo artists, though, solo performers, females. There weren't any actual, well, there were Dolly Parton and certain people, yeah, but not any black ones, okay? So I thought that was a potential for me to get in. I was 7, you know, I'm thinking like, wow, that's a big open door right there. Okay, so, but it actually turned out not to be. And gradually throughout the years, what happened was I became a folk singer. What I loved about country back then was that they sang the truth. They sang about their lives, and it was heartfelt. It was Tanya Tucker. She must have been 12 years old, I believe, when she wrote the song Spring. Spring is a song about a child whose mother died while giving birth to her. And then she ends up in a orphanage and all this stuff. So anyway, guess what? I really related to that song. And I wanted to sing it, and every time I heard it, I would cry, and this whole story. It was a good story, though. I mean, it came out good. She you know, had made a good friend in the orphanage, and they went to different places, but then in the long run, they wound up getting together, and everything was beautiful. But that's what was so great about country. And then discovered folk music. And I was 15 when I got my first guitar, so folk music was what it was about, people coming together. I'm from Chicago. It was all battle. It was a battle to be different, you know. Racially, it was a battle. It was, you know, blacks to blacks, the Spanish to Spanish, the Polish to Polish, the Irish to So, I love songs that were about people coming together. So, here's a good example of that. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam. Let that the water Maybe time to you is worth saving. Then you better start swimming or you sink like a stone. For the times they are changing. Some writers and critics will prophesy with your pen. Keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. Oh, and don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still let it spin. There's no telling who that it's leaving. For the loser now, maybe later to win. For the times they are changing. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. See, the old rule is rapidly aging. Please get out of the wood if you can't lend a hand. For the times they are changing. Come senators and congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall. You see, he that gets hurt will be he who has gone. The rules rapidly changing. And the loser now may be there to win. For the times they are changing. Well, the line it is drawn, the curse it is cast. First one now may later be last, and the present now may later be past. There's no way of actually knowing. Now the first one now can later be last. For the times they are changing. The times are Bob Dylan. Hey, I bet he didn't know his songs would last so long, would he? Wow, that's really loud. I better stay back here. Well, can you hear me when I talk? Oh, okay, because I can't hear me, so I sound like me normal, so I can't tell. But when I do this, all right, you're gonna stay back and you way do something. All right. So this is to give you an idea of the changes that were going on in my life. That time, like I said, I had gotten a guitar now from my foster home, my last foster home. They were into folk music, Joan Baez, Judy Collins, all this. And my mom gave me her guitar. My dad taught me my 3 chords. And so these songs at that time was a major influence. I was 12 years old, and I had come to this new home where we had moved. We had gone all the way to New York once we got together, because we had to actually fight to get together, because the state of Illinois said that we couldn't be together because they were white and we were black, and we were older kids, and they were too young, and all this stuff. And they were our grammar school teachers. So anyway, it was a 3-month fight battle, and we won. And then we wound up going to New York because it was supposed to be less of a problem racially as an integrated family. And it turned out it wasn't. And so we wound up coming back to Chicago. And moving to Hyde Park, where it was rather integrated, black, Jewish, the University of Chicago was there. It was a really, for me, it was a profound influence in my life. I needed to see that the world had changed, or was making changes in these directions of being more together, of cooperativeness. So, we lived in a cooperative apartment complex, and then we found a cooperative farm, which is where I was discovered, as far as the music. And this, what it allowed, and I went to an integrated school. Oh my God, my whole life was like, these were the dreams I had of this happening, and here it had happened. Now I was in it. Now, the thing is though, because of where I was before, I was kind of shy about the guitar playing and the music that I was into. You know, being black and being in country music, that just wasn't happening in Chicago. So I kept it a secret while I was going to all black schools, but then with the friends that I was making at the integrated school, there was various different ones. They played guitar, and every time I went to a party, which by the way I hadn't done before, I didn't go to parties before, I wasn't allowed. And now with this family I was allowed. So I'd go to a party, I was very shy. I know a lot of you won't believe that, but it's true. I was really a quiet kid. I didn't do anything but smoke cigarettes. I didn't drink, I didn't do drugs, I didn't dance, I didn't even listen to that music, you know what I mean? I was allowed. So when I went to a party, which now, here's the opposite. My brother, on the other hand, was the DJ and the person showing everybody how to do the dance moves, okay? So it was like this extreme, difference. And what I would do is I'd go to the party, see the punch bowl, know what's gonna happen there, see the party, dancing dark and everything. So I'd go to the cloakroom or the coat room where they put the coats, and I literally would find a guitar, and I would sit in that room by myself and play guitar. And the next thing I know would be about 12 or 13 people who had joined me, and we would be passing the guitar around and playing music, right? So we had our own little party at the coat room there, while the huge party was going on, you know, the disco dancing, and everybody, you know, swirl, and the pretzel, and all this. That was not my scene, that was my brother's scene. My scene was the guitar playing in the coat room. So, and these songs, that was my first time to play for like kids my age and actually have them like what I do. I mean, I didn't even know how people would receive it. I was just doing it because it actually helped me. It helped me emotionally, mentally, to keep going, I don't know, I was singing them myself. These songs I was singing, they were the crutches, they were the everything, Without these songs, I wouldn't have been able to keep going. So this is the first song I learned to play. And I don't know if it was because, I was thinking about this a couple days ago. I was raised by 3 families from New Orleans, okay? So, and then my last family's from like Little Rock, Arkansas. So I was raised by Southerners, which is kind of ironic. But I didn't realize this till a few days ago. And I'm like, well, that might have had something to do with that country music thing, you know what I mean, that I wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know. It's just something I was thinking about. But anyway, country music, John Denver, I loved his style, I loved what he had to say. I'm just going to do this for my guitar's sake, because it's really not good for me with all that sweat all over. There we go. And for my sake too. All right. So this is the first song really that I learned to play. Almost heaven, West Virginia. and dusty, painted on the sky, a misty taste of moonlight, teardrops in my eyes. Time to go, take me home to the place I belong in West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear your voice in the morning, now you're calling me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. I'm driving down the road, I get a feeling I should have been home yesterday. Country road, take me home, won't you take me to the place I belong in West Virginia. Country mama, take me home. Country road, take me home, just take me home to the place I belong in West Virginia. Country mama, take me home. Country road, oh, take me home. Country, country road. And I don't think it was many, I think it was many, many years later that I realized that he was talking about West Virginia. I didn't even realize that. I just wanted to go on a country road. So that's why I sang the song. And then it's like, West Virginia, gosh, I guess I should go check that place out. I haven't been there yet, but then I've been talking to people from Virginia, and it don't seem like I should go there yet. It's not sounding pretty. I mean, it's a beautiful land, don't get me wrong, but it's not sounding real good. And I thought I'd do this whole little thing. I wrote a book about my life, so I thought I'd do this whole thing and do this whole little thing, go all the way to the East Coast, to Virginia Beach, and do this whole, well, okay. I was told about a past life, and I was told about who I was, and I happen to have the same last name as that past life. So it turns out that this person, this woman, was the first abolitionist. She wrote the first real story about slavery. And I was like, oh my gosh, well, I wonder what I came back to do for her. So I was going to go to Virginia Beach, because my ignorance, all the things I learned, I never learned that there were beaches aside from Florida on the East Coast. So when I was told about this woman later in my life in Michigan, and I don't know if you know this, but I found out in Michigan that Michigan was like one of the main, part of the Underground Railroad thing. So there's all these houses there with the, secret floors and all that kind of stuff. And anyway, this person has a lot to do with that Underground Railroad thing. And so in finding this out, I was like, well, shoot, I should go to Virginia, because that's how it came up in the past life thing. There were 2 lives she told me about the woman, and she said I should go to Virginia because the 2 lives were in Virginia. Okay, so I was like, wow, that'd be cool, check out Virginia. She said, go to Virginia, touch it with your feet, and see how you feel. I thought that was cool. I like that idea. But the problem with that is getting to Virginia and getting through Virginia with this skin color and my gender and my intelligence. So I'd have to keep my mouth shut, which means I couldn't sing. I'd have to maybe, I don't know what they call that when you would paint yourself white. I mean, is there such a thing? Because they do it the other way. I never thought about that before, but I wonder. But anyway, but no, who did it? Whoopi Goldberg did it. She did it in that Millionaire thing where she couldn't get a business because she was a woman, And she was like this top-notch lawyer or something, I don't know, businesswoman or something. Anyway, she put on that big bodysuit thing of a white man, you know, she became a white man. And you know, like they had to paint her hands and shit. You know, excuse me. Did I say that? Sorry. I didn't mean to say that loud. But anyway, so they had to paint her hands and stuff. So there's that. And then there was the Wayland brothers. Didn't they do that white girls thing? And they got all painted. They didn't look real at all. But, you know, I'm trying to figure out the opposite of that. But anyway, if I did that, I might be able to do what they did with, did you all know, or you are familiar with the title Black Like Me? You know what that was about? It was a gentleman who went to the South, painted himself black, and lived as a black man, okay? But he was a white man. But he really was awesome. It was a very interesting thing. So I think today, that might not be a bad idea for me to do. Huh? Be a good pioneering thing to do for black female. Okay, so, now I'm getting ideas. Oh, this might not be so good. I mean, I might become a real rebel. Anyway, I don't even know where I'm leading with that now. It was about going to Virginia, that's right, the beach. Oh, that's right, the beach. I never knew there was a beach, Virginia Beach, what? So I went on a computer, and there's a virtual, you can go on and get the virtual beach, Virginia Beach. You were there. Okay, cool, wow, let's see what this. Wow, it really is a beach. So, I'm thinking to myself, why didn't I ever know on the East Coast there were beaches? So I kept going to the West Coast, and you know, I gotta say, a lot of times it didn't work out for me very well. So I think that might be why. I was supposed to go to the East Coast beach, and I was going to the West Coast beach. But now I'm going way past the West Coast beach. And the changes in that area of the East Coast of the mainland is not really still, is dangerous, yeah. So, it's kind of sad at the same time. I did go to Nashville to become the first black female country singer. And they told me that it was not possible. I was much older, okay. And they told me no. It crushed me. It crushed me. I was 42. It was hardcore. But I took it stoically and then left. And like I said, now I'm a folk singer anyway, so it's all right. I don't have to be a country singer. But you know what? It wouldn't be bad is to like be pegged as a country singer in Hawaii and get recorded and have your, you know, and then like, hello Nashville. And then have them ask for you, you know. Now that would be cool. So I thought about that. I have thought about that. I don't know if I'll do it though. I have thought about the country thing in Hawaii, yeah. Again, I'm just a country singer. I mean a country singer. I am a folk singer. If I had the twang, then we could go there. But mostly I like to sing love songs. This is when I was 16 years old. I heard this song for the first time. That was one of the most beautiful love songs ever. And now that I'm older, wow, I kind of like that. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's called Catch the Wind, Donovan. Chilly
Yeah.
Right on. Thanks for making it this time. That's sweet. Right on.
Okay.
This is Roger, everyone. This is Roger over here. Did I tell you about this tonight? Or did you find out on your own?
No, you told me.
I did? Wow. Jeez. I'm ahead of myself. I can't keep up with
That's
me.
a good place to be.
Hey, where's your daughter? She's supposed to be here. Where's your daughter? Where's she? Your daughter?
Oh, she's over there.
Where?
She's watching. She's listening to you and all the.
Did she bring her ukulele?
Did she bring her? Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's all right.
She's over there watching.
We're going to have a special treat,
Check her email,
hopefully.
too.
We're going to have a special treat.
Where's she at?
Invite this young lady. She's just come from Europe, in Germany.
Yeah, exactly.
Where in Germany?
West Germany.
Where?
Near Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf. Okay, all right. Wait to hear this now. I can't wait. I haven't heard it yet, but I invited her to come and do something. That's her dad right there. He is a musician as well, so I can only imagine what she's got.
All right.
So, again, love songs is all about love songs. I don't know, there was just all this, I wasn't very mature as a child. I mean, I wasn't mature in the regular way that you grow up, like, you know, you have your teenage years and all this stuff. Now, my brother, he went through his puberty just fine. Now, my puberty wasn't quite the puberty it should have been. I think I went through puberty about 33. Yeah, I kind of had I was such a serious child that I was all about, like, I don't know, what could I do to contribute to the world, something that could help the world be a better place, like literally help us be better as human beings. And so that was what I was thinking about, and what I was wrapped up in. And so the music, that's why the music was so important, because it seemed like it had, especially at that time, all the songs were about people coming together and like really, you know, and Bob Dylan wrote a lot of great songs, I gotta say, around that too. I mean, it was a big time. Now, again, a lot of the things that Joan Collins, Joan Baez, excuse me, Joan Baez did back in the day. She did a lot of gospels. She was kind of known in the black community, not really though. Still was not, you know, accepted. But it was all around, you know, gospel. And so gospel was something I didn't want to do, because we were doing gospel, and I had to do gospel. And I wanted to do something. I wanted to take the gospel and make it something else, though. I wanted to not just sing it that way. I wanted it to be something in other ways, you know. For example. Now, I started in a bluegrass band when I was 15. So that's where this kind of speed thing comes. And then I kind of liked that because it lightened the gospel. It lightened it. It wasn't so heavy. That's how I felt. So I didn't want it to end. I wanted that glorious, that you know, feeling of, I don't know, the lightness of big. You know, isn't that a movie? So that's when this one. Such a scared to do it like that with certain people because they didn't get it. You aren't supposed to be happy singing that song. But I think amazing is a happy thing. And grace, oh my God, how beautiful. So yeah, so that's where that came from. And then, so the bluegrass thing was a really good idea for the gospel thing because, yeah, I just got tired of the sad, depressing whole little thing. And I wanted something happy. So my whole life was spent very unhappy. And most of it. And I didn't know that I could be happy. I didn't know it. I actually didn't know that. Nobody ever told me or said, hey, no, you don't have to do this. You can do this if you want to do this. But everything I did what I did for other people. So most of my life was spent doing that, including all the jobs and living in a house and all that stuff. I did all the things that I was supposed to do the right thing. I did not get married. I did not have children. Those are the only things that I did do. Mostly because I was married to the music. So that probably was a saving thing for me. And then when I thought about it, I thought about being a mom and all that. I was a mom, though. I was a mom for everybody. I enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed caring for people, so you don't need to. Yeah, I didn't need to. Plus, it was hard to find anybody anyway. So, the music was a major part of. I had decided when I was a child that I was going to do this, and whatever I did, I was going to keep it low key and humble. Because I wanted whoever I was supposed to be with in his lifetime to find me then. And not when this took off or when the other whatever I got into took off. Because then I knew it was real. I don't know how I knew that. I was a kid. This is probably my fantasy. But the thing was that it was important that I didn't become big until I found my partner. And then I could take off. So, I'm not sure. Well, it's possible I found my partner. But I don't know. It's taken a long time. I'm, past my prime. So, everyone's saying we should go to, what's it, The Voice and all these various different, there's these shows on TV now for singing. And I don't think that's what my thing is. I really believe in the heart. I believe, and there's not a lot of musicians doing that from the heart anymore. It's all about show and what you can, it's all about show. So very few on the heart. These songs I sing, what I love about them is that they have so much heart. There's just true love. Morning comes to Margot. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through them. I'm not gonna like stop and well, probably stop and stuff. So here's one of them. It's 5 o'clock this morning and the sun is on the rise. It's frosting on the window pane, sorrow in your eyes. The stars are fading quietly, the night is nearly gone. And so you turn away from me, and the tears begin to come, and it's goodbye again. I'm sorry to be leaving you, goodbye again. As if you didn't know, it's goodbye again. And I wish you could tell me, why do we always fight when I have to go? Seems a shame to leave you now, the days are soft and warm. I long to lay you down again and hold you in my arms. I long to kiss the tears away and give you back your smile. But standing here outside your door, hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking early morn. Taxi's waiting, his thought is home. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me and tell me that you'll wait for me. Oh babe, I hate to go. I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've played around, so many times I've let you down. I tell you now that they don't mean nothing. And every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me and tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again, no. Oh babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. And I'll dream about the days to come. About the times Oh, thank you. Really like that? You like those versions? I made up my own version. I mean, you play it so many years and then all of a sudden it becomes your song and you're like, wait, you hear it on the radio and go, wow, I could really take that. Wow, I changed those words. Like this song. So, let's do it. Where'd I go? This song, it's been wanting to be played all day, and I didn't even do it when I practiced today. And it's been wanting it. I don't know if I'll make it through the whole song, because it's a very long song. Yeah, which one?
5 more minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's about that long. That's good. Well, I don't know if I'll do the 5-minute version, or I'll do the 3-minute version, then do 2 minutes. It'll be my song. It'll be another song I wrote. I'll do it as the last song. So, wow, really? 5 minutes? Huh? Shoot. Dang. I don't think I can do it in 5 minutes. It just wants to be played though, so we're gonna start it. I'm just looking at all the things that have changed in the last few weeks or in the last month or two, where we got the Confederate flag, rainbow flag, and all that stuff going up and down, and then we got like the shooting, and then there's all this the other stuff that's positive somehow. I'm not sure what's going on exactly, but this song is a historic song, and I mean it's history. The song itself is history anyway. I always think of this song when we have these kinds of changes going on in the world. So. A long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I'd had my chance, hey, I could make the people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. And I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widow bride. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you believe in faith above? If the Bible tells you so, do you believe in rock and roll and music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? music died. Bye, bye, this American pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The dead old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Broke a string. A man girl sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets read. Not a word was spoken, the church bells all were broken, and the three men eyed our minor post, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. They called the last train for the coast. The day the music died. So bye.